Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm at a place that I've never been to before actually, in sort of northern New South Wales, I guess in the northern tablelands, sort of Clarence Valley area. So yeah, it's really nice. It's bloody cold though. I think it's about 7 degrees now and it's forecast to get down to -1 tonight. It was forecast for that last night and I looked up the real-time temperature and it was about -3.5, so it's going to be a cold one. So we'll see how I go. I got plenty of clothes, have a nice fire, all that sort of thing, so I should stay nice and warm. Yeah, it was really hard for me to find a place to come, I guess close-ish to the Gold Coast after all these bushfires, so everywhere seems to be sort of closed for regeneration and maintenance and repairs and all that sort of thing, but luckily this area was open. So anyway, yeah, it should be a good few days. I plan to camp along a little creek up the top here, and I think by looking at the topographic maps there might be a bit of a view up there as well. So, but yeah, as I said, haven't been here before, so we'll see how it goes.
In my garden we grow, we're slow and vibrant. In my heart there's hope, and I will hope for a government that makes sense, that sees the beauty before them and cherishes this land like the wise ones before them. Hope, I have hope. I hope she swallows you whole and spares your soul, but never ever spits you out, so you can never repeat the chaos you left around.
I'm starting to descend now, so I think I'm getting real close to this creek that I'm camping on. And I'm glad that I'm descending, because with all these trees being burned, it's super exposed up here, and if there is a storm that does roll in, it's going to be a little bit sketchy. So yeah, I just hope that these clouds sort of amount to nothing. Maybe just get a little bit of rain, but yeah, it is pretty exposed up here since the fires ripped through. So not exactly what I was expecting. So yeah, I just got to the campsite. It's on a little creek which is just down there. It's not very big. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, but you know, there's enough to get some water out of, which is good. I also had the thought of sort of going and looking up the creek for a campsite, but as you can see, it is really, really dense scrub. I don't think I'll be able to bash through there at all. Plus, the creek isn't going to get any bigger up there either. So I think this is the best clearing. It's right on the trail. Yeah, campsite's just behind me here. There's a table and fire pit and everything there. And if have a look here, people have been playing bushcraft. I don't know what they were trying to achieve here. Some sort of bag rack. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, anyway, it's good firewood, I guess. Already collected for me. Cheers. Yeah, I might just do a little bit of a wander around. Haven't fully decided, to be honest, whether I am going to stay up here. The sky is looking a little more blue now, but there was some real ominous clouds sort of on the horizon as I came over the ridge there. And yeah, in the weather forecast it said there might be some snow. I'll have a look at the topographical map and see what elevation I'm at. I think it said somewhere around the 1,000 meter mark. So yeah, it's going to be cold. The other option is, there's 3 options. Stay here. Second option is continue down this trail. I'm about halfway through it, and basically I'll end up at a site that's accessible with cars. It's way further down in elevation, so I'm not right up on the top of this mountain exposed to the elements. yeah, it's just a little safer. Or the second one, so third option, sorry, will be backtracking and going back to where my car is, which is another car camping site, which I really don't want to do. So the time now I think is about 3:30, so maybe 3:45, so I've got not too long before it gets dark. So I need to make a decision now because it'll probably take me a couple of hours to hike to the next camping spot. So might sit down, have a think, have a drink of water, and I'll get back to you with my decision. So I just bushwhacked my way down the creek a little bit just to see if there was anything, and it's nothing. It's just big open grassy fields and sort of dense scrub like this. There is another little site that someone's made just on the edge of the creek near the original campsite. Looks okay. I'm just not that keen to have a fire in amongst all this grass, you know, like it's too risky considering that fires have already been through here, you know. So a little fire pit there, and it's just next to the creek right here. So okay, so it's decided I'm heading to the next campsite. I just wasn't vibing on that one, you know. The skies have cleared up, so I don't think there's too much of a risk of a storm, but you know, I just wasn't enjoying it there. It wasn't a good vibe. There was remnants of all those other campers and everything like that, so yeah, wasn't too stoked with it. And you know, I'm here to have fun, and if I wasn't gonna have fun there, then why stay there? So yeah, I got about 10k ahead of me, which might be a bit foolish considering I can see the sun just about to dip below the horizon there. So might be walking in the dark, but that's all right. There are a couple more creeks along this walk, so if I do find a good campsite there, then I'll stay there. But yeah, I'm just gonna blitz it now and yeah, try and get to that campsite as soon as I can, so I'm not setting up in complete darkness. Now's about the time I'd want to be collecting my firewood and cracking a beer. It's definitely fire o'clock. So that was an absolutely massive day. I looked up on my phone on the Gaia GPS, I think it's called Gaia GPS, the maps that I use, how many Ks I did in total. It was 18 all up. I won't be able to find out elevation and all that sort of thing until I get home and actually get proper reception, but yeah, that was a massive day. I was walking like 2 hours in the night as well, which absolutely sucked. I knew that the trail was just like a management trail anyway, so I knew that I wouldn't get lost. I could just follow that all the way to here and it'd be fine. But oh yeah, it was really hard, especially with such a heavy pack. I think my pack weighs like 18 kilos or something because of all the camera gear and everything, and the food. But yeah, but I'm wrecked. Just stocking up on water. I've already set up my shelter, got the fire going. I've got a steak and potato and some beans tonight, so I'm just getting some coals ready for that. But I'm probably going to eat and go straight to bed. So it's pretty cold. I'm all rugged up. I've got my down jacket on and everything. underlayers as well. So yeah, feeling pretty good now that I'm sitting in front of the fire. But yeah, just honestly keen for bed. So I won't show you the shelter and all that until tomorrow morning. But yeah, do have a beer. Good thing is it's nice and cold outside, so this feels like refrigerated temperature. It's a Pirate Life IPA in a tally, I guess you'd call it. I think it's a pint worth. So yeah, I've got another one as well. I think it's from Canada or the US or something. So I love that beer in there. It's delicious. But yeah, I'll have this tonight and I'll have the other one tomorrow night. I've also got a little bit of scotch that I've been dipping into as well. So that's just in a little Nalgene sort of plastic bottle. With the steak, I'm going to cook it straight on the coals. And then I'm going to wrap the potato in alfoil, and I'm also going to wrap the beans in a bit of garlic in alfoil and cook it on the fire. Cook it on the coals, sorry. So yeah, should be pretty tasty, and I'm absolutely starving. So alright, so first things first, I'm going to get the potato on because that takes quite a while. This is just a little pouch I sewed out of it's a bit of material from my old awning for my four-wheel drive. Yeah, pretty cool. And drizzle some oil on it. Get a bit in there, why not? And yeah, so I got salt, pepper, steak spice, oregano, paprika, and chili. So I might just do a bit of salt and pepper. Oh, and I got some rosemary from my garden as well. Bit of salt, a bit of pepper. And the rosemary here. Yeah, so I'll just break it off and just sort of chuck it on. My fire's hot, it's good. I can't even hold my hands there, it's that hot. Bloody hell. Cool. So we'll just do its thing in there. And what I do is I put it right next to the fire. That way it starts to cook through into the middle and doesn't burn the outside, which I've done plenty of times before. I'll go oil again in here. I got butter, but I don't know. This is way easier. Effectively does the same job. There's some other people camping just down the road there, and they've got a kid. They're making a little bit of noise, but it's alright. Sort of nice seeing someone after walking that night trail. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to chuck clove of garlic in, and I've got some flaked almonds. So they go down really well with them. Pretty gourmet. Cool. Wrap that up. Now these I'll put next to there as well. So with the steak, I've got like a rub that I'll put on it. I'll get that marinating now. You're supposed to leave it on for a couple of hours, so I'll just use this little vac seal bag to store it in the meantime. Should do the trick. So this was frozen. I froze it and just walked it in, and it's seems to be fine. It's thawed out, but it feels like it's been in the fridge because that's how cold it is here. Alright, steak space. Give it a dab. This stuff is just, I can't remember what it's called, but it's $2 at Coles and I get double what I've got here with me. So that's tasty. It's like a sort of like a rub rather than like a typical steak marinade. It's like a rib rub type thing, like a hickory smoky rub. It's delicious. I always just used to be a salt and pepper guy. Nice and simple, and I still do like that. But this, especially done on the coals, it just tastes so good. And I just put heaps on it. It's probably not good for you, but it's so good. Just wipe it on the pants, no problems. Alright, so veggies are done. I'll chuck them on at the end once the steak's resting. But yeah, just building good bed of coals, so I'll move this over now and get some bit of space to cook. So the idea is I want nice and hot coals. But in there, it's like half scorching hot fry pan, half oven. Because honestly, like I can't hold my hand there for more than 2 seconds, so it just sears the outside and cooks it perfectly. And you think it'd get quite dirty, but the idea is you want coals, not ashes. So yeah. We got a good bit of coals there. So I'll just blow all the sort of residue ash off. Looks pretty good actually. It's all coals. Pretty good. Get a couple on top. Finish it off in the middle there. Alright, so I've just put the beans back on and the potato right next to the fire just to warm it up, and I might just see how this is going. Yeah, it's looking good. Flip it again and see how the bottom's looking. Oh yeah, it's getting there. Let's take it off and sort of blow those coals a bit, get them nice and hot. Alright, a couple more minutes and it'll be good to go. Alright, I reckon that steak's done. Let's take it off, brush up the coals off it, and let it rest. I have a feeling I may have overdone it because I didn't have the coals hot enough. That's alright, it'll still taste good. Anything will taste good at this point. Alright, got the fire cranking again, steaks rested, veggies, oh yeah, oh my god, yeah, they're looking good. Oh yep, that potato looks perfect. Let me show you, I'll get a close up. Alright, let's see how this steak's cooked. Ooh, it's hard to tell right at the end, but my god. That is perfect. Have a look at that. Right? Have a look at these veggies as well. Look at that potato. So good. Roast garlic as well. I think I'll put a little bit of butter on this tatty now that it's done. That's insane. This is exactly what I need, hey. I'm in high spirits now, if you couldn't tell. To be honest, I had a little power nap while the potato was cooking. So that time just flew by and I'm feeling so much better than I was before, because I was very deflated before. There's that garlic. I love roast garlic, eh? It almost turns like sweet. Potato. Oh. Yum. That's amazing. So I'm all done with my beer. I'm on to the whiskey now. Jameson's. Nothing special, but does the job. So yeah, tomorrow I think I'll wake up, sort of have a leisurely morning. I've got some bacon and eggs to cook for breakfast. I don't know, I'm pretty keen to start heading back towards the car to break up the walk into 2 days, so I don't have to do one 18-kilometre slog. I feel good now that I'm sitting near the fire and got camp set up and everything. And I'm hydrated as well. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to eat this and I'm going to go to bed, so I'll catch you in the morning. I'm just sitting here enjoying a cup of coffee, keeping nice and warm. Yeah, I've just been pottering around this morning. Hey, got the fire going pretty much first up because it was real chilly. Yeah, last night's sleep was pretty cold. To be honest, it was pretty cold last night, but I had every layer of clothing on. I think I had about like 6 layers on the top and a couple on the bottom. So I stayed nice and toasty, but like little bits of skin that were exposed, like my face and all that, you could definitely tell. So yeah, I think the plan for this morning is I'm going to cook up some bacon over the fire, as well as some eggs, just scramble them. So I'll have that, and then probably just potter around and pack up camp, and then I'll hit the trail. I'm still undecided whether I'm going to head to the little Grassy Creek campground or find another campground along the way, or head back to where the car is and camp there. Similar site to this, where there's, you know, set up fireplaces and all that sort of thing, supplied firewood and everything like that. So yeah, but I think I'll have some brekkie and finish this cup of coffee, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I just got some I don't know what you call it, strip bacon. It's not the shortcut stuff. So I'm just got a smoky fire going on. So I'm just going to drape it over the stick and sort of smoke it and let the fat drip off and all that sort of thing, and do a bit of a slow cook. So we'll see how that goes. How good does that look? So yeah, this is the shelter that I had last night. Just a simple Adirondack shelter. I got it relatively low, so it sort of impacts on the space inside, but it is pretty windy, so I wanted it nice and low. And I've just got the awning just coming down to the ground there. Yeah, did the job. There's plenty of room in there. I had my bag and everything in there. Had some firewood stored in there as well overnight. Yeah, did the job. I'll show you inside. So yeah, as you can see, plenty of room. I just had my bag just sitting there, firewood here, and then plenty of room for me, and I was nice and undercover. So I've just got the Cedar Summit pillow with the matching Cedar Summit insulated ultralight mat. So this is actually my mate's, so I'm just borrowing it, but it's really good. It's got like this sort of locking system there, so your pillow doesn't slide around. And then yeah, this ground sheet, it's just made out of, sewed it, just hemmed up the edges. Yeah, just my old awning from my four-wheel drive. It just broke, so I just used the material, same material as my little spices pouch. Yeah, seems to do the job. I don't know what shelter I'll have tonight. We'll see where I'm camping and see how windy it is and all that sort of thing. So these are looking pretty good. Might just spin them around a bit just to get that side going, but that's definitely cooked. Just want to crisp it up a little bit more. It's just in the middle where it was sitting on the stick. It's just lacking a little bit of crispiness. Oh, I'm getting smoked out. Looks pretty good though. Might get the eggs on and then it should be done. So I just got my little titanium plate. Some eggs just in here. and I think I'm going to add a bit of salt and pepper and paprika to it because I feel like getting a little bit fancy. A bit of pepper, some paprika. Give it a shake. Alright, we'll take it off. That's probably... Yep, nice. Now I find the trick with eggs is you take them off before they look done, and then they're nice. If you leave them on for too long, they just go all dry. My first time cooking with this. It's pretty cool. I always eat muesli and stuff out of it, but it's pretty handy. It weighs nothing because it's made of titanium, so surprisingly light. I've just got this bit of wood here just because if I didn't, my hand would be very burnt by now because this fire is quite hot. Man, the wind's picked up a lot. Oh, that's hot. Ow. Alright, now's about the time I take it off. Just stir it around. And it'll keep cooking on that hot pan. But stay nice and moist and won't dry out. So it'll just be like when you go to a buffet and you get those creamy scrambled eggs. Yeah, look at that. Oh, one thing I did forget, I was going to bring an English muffin, but I didn't even buy them. Damn it. Oh well. This'll do. Oh, it's hot. How good does that look? Alright, I'm gonna eat it. Alright. You'll have to excuse the gear bomb in the background. Sort of just started packing up. See how this bacon goes. Oh, that's smoky. That's so good. Yum. That's perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this, get into my hiking gear and pack up my shelter, get the bag packed and hit the trail. I do have another cup of coffee on the go, so that'll be good. I'll just enjoy that while packing up. I think it's about 9 AM now, so I'll hopefully be out by 9:30, sort of 10, which will give me a good 7 hours to hike before it gets dark, so that's plenty of time. Anyway, I'll catch up with you on the trail. Alright, so just packed up camp, fire's all out, tent's packed down, pack's feeling a lot lighter, which is good. I got rid of that steak and the bacon and one of the beers, so yeah, it's now 20 to 11, so I'm running about 40 minutes behind from what I was hoping, so I really better get a move on. Just before I turned the camera on, the wind was just ripping through here, so I don't really want to camp anywhere sort of around here tonight. So what I might do is, unless I find somewhere absolutely magical and the wind dies down. But what I might do is beeline it back to the car. It's 18 k's away, so and then I've got a couple of spots in mind that I can drive to in the car and camp from my car. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But I'm gonna flog it down the track, and yeah, I'll keep you tuned along the way.
Swallows you whole and spares your soul, but never ever spits you out. So you can never repeat the chaos you left around. The chaos you left around. The chaos you left.
So I've just pulled up to the campsite that I'm going to stay at, and it is a absolute beauty. I'm so stoked I found this. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted last night. Hey, it's 4:30, perfect time to start a fire, crack a beer. I'm going to sleep in the rooftop tent tonight. I am wrecked. I'm walking around like an old man. Honestly, I'm hobbling. My legs, my hips are just so sore. So yeah, it's actually really nice to be able to camp here. And it is right on this beautiful river. So I am pretty stoked. So yeah, I think first things first, I might put the beer in the water, get it nice and cool, collect some firewood, and then start a fire, and then I'll get the rooftop tent out and everything. Man, so nice. So yeah, that was a big couple of days. Finally all set up at camp now. Got the fire on, it's just for pleasure. I think I'll just cook on my gas stove, I can't be bothered tonight. I've just got fried rice anyway, just in a packet, like add water and a bit of butter and stuff like that. Yeah, but might start off with this beer. So I think it's a Canadian beer. It's pretty delicious, I've had it before and it was 50% off. It's usually $12 and I paid $6, so very keen for this. Oh man, that's so good. Such a good beer. Other than that, I've just got my scotch somewhere that I'll have as well. And yeah, just cook up my dinner. Oh, I'm absolutely wrecked. I have no words, hey. Yeah, I think I'm just going to really enjoy sitting by the fire tonight and having an early night, which probably means hopefully I'll be up with the sun, so I can get some nice shots of the river and enjoy that with a cup of coffee. It's looking pretty clear tonight as well, so I'm hoping I'll get some nice stars, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, and then tomorrow, just gonna have a simple breakfast, like I said, a cup of coffee, and then I'm gonna head home. It's my wedding anniversary tomorrow, not tomorrow, the next day, so yeah, I just want to come home and sort all my stuff out, sort of deep prep as I like to do, and then yeah, enjoy my wedding anniversary. So for now I think I'm just going to enjoy this beer, and then I'll get back to you when I start cooking dinner. So I'm just going to cook on my little stove tonight, just a 360 stove. I think that's made by Cedar Summit. So on the menu in my food bag is Oriental fried rice. Okay. The rice and butter. I've also got some broccolini and onion, and some leftover beans from last night. So I might cook this up and then chuck the fry pan on here afterwards. Cook these up and then I'll add it all together. Oh, and I got some garlic. Should be pretty tasty. So the luxuries of car camping means that you can bring things like a chopping board, so let's cut this up nice and small. Oh, it's going everywhere. Just dice it up. And I'll get a bit of oil going on. It's a lot of oil, but that's alright. That'll be good for the rest of it. and may as well chuck a bit of chili in there as well. Nice and spicy. Right, so this is looking almost done. So what I might do is chuck the veggies on and then let this sit for a bit, and then I'll put it all on at the end together in the one pot. Okay. Oh yeah, straight away. Man, this pan gets hot so quickly. It's insane. It also cools down really quickly as well, so compared to, like, you know, stainless steel and all that sort of thing. I always chuck the garlic in afterwards, otherwise it gets burnt. Never chuck it in with the onion straight up. Might just add the rest of them now. Now, to help cook through the broccolini and the beans, I'll use a bit of an alfoil lid. It'll sort of half steam them, half fry them, which is cool. Oh, smells a little burnt, but let's see how it looks. That's alright. Try a bit of that broccoli. I don't think it'll be done just yet. I do like a little crunchy, hey? Al dente. I reckon that's good. Put the rice in here, I reckon. Now I do have a full setup in the back of my four-wheel drive to cook, but I forgot my gas canister for my big stove, so had to use this. That's fine. So yeah, that will certainly do the job. Oriental fried rice, continental oriental fried rice, broccolini, beans, garlic and onion. Doesn't look that great on camera, but it smells really, really good here, and I need it. Alright, I'm gonna eat this. I'll get back to you later. I feel so much better after that meal, hey. I feel like $1,000,000. I definitely needed that. I didn't have any lunch today, I was just sort of snacking on the trail. So, yeah, got a belly full of food, had a beer, got a little bit of scotch left, so I think I might just tidy up, finish off that scotch, and head to bed. So yeah, I'll catch you in the morning. Morning everyone. And I mean that in the literal sense. It's an absolutely beautiful morning. The sun's just poked over the ridge there, as you can see. Yeah, I've just been having a bit of brekkie. I've just heated up some water. I had some milk and muesli, hot milk and muesli, and a cup of coffee as well. So it's absolutely beautiful sitting here on the river this morning. Yeah, last night's sleep was really good in the rooftop tent. It was so toasty up there. The temperatures down here are definitely a lot warmer than up on the mountain the night before, sorry. So yeah, I'm glad I came down here. Hey, this has been really relaxing. This is what I was hoping for the whole trip, you know. Didn't quite turn out, but that's alright. I still had a bunch of fun. Yeah, it's sort of hard when coming to a place that you've never been before. You know, just planning off the topographical maps and looking at Google Earth and all that sort of thing. Like you can tell the terrain and everything like that, but as far as the bushfires go and everything like that, you can't tell by Google Earth because all those photos were made before the bushfires, you know, so the whole landscape's just completely changed. I'm sure it's an absolutely beautiful place before the bushfires hit, but yeah, it's just a bit devastating. I mean, there's a lot of regrowth and I'm sure it'll bounce back really soon, but for now, it's just, yeah, it was a bit much up there, I think. But yeah, so I think I'm just going to finish this cup of coffee, clean up a little bit, maybe just enjoy the sun rising over the river for a little bit more, and then sort of slowly pack up and head home. So I got some other trips planned coming up as well. It's going to be a busy rest of 2020 now that the borders have opened up and you can actually go out and travel and camp. So yeah, next week I'm hoping to go up north to a river there, up at the Noosa Everglades. And there's a couple of other rivers up there that I want to explore later this year as well. So that'll be fun, going on a 2-night kayak trip up there. I've been there before, so I know exactly what to expect. I'm also going to North Stradbroke on a bit of a family trip, so that'll be cool. That should involve, we're actually staying in a B&B, but that should involve a bunch of fishing and all that sort of stuff. A bit of forward driving along the beach, so I'll definitely get some footage from that. And then I got next month in August actually, I've got a trip planned, well, in the works with my mate Joel, who I've been on a couple of trips with that you would have seen, to the Clarence River. So we're going to go pretty close to the top and kayak our way down, because we eventually plan on kayaking the whole river, but we want to do a few scouting missions. So we'll do a couple of days at the top section just to see how that goes and check out all the rapids and everything and see how intense it is. Also planning on a bit of a mate's trip up to Double Island Point at the sunny coast. so that should be cool. Probably won't get a full video out of that, but I'll get some decent footage. Sort of showing the landscape up there. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, just camping directly on the beach. Love it. It's pretty much Fraser Island style, but here's not on Fraser Island. Speaking of Fraser, I would love to get there this year as well at some point, sort of when it starts heating up. So I might put that in the works. Other than that, I'm hoping to get out, you know, once every couple of weeks, depending on other sort of life commitments, once a month if I have to, but I really want to start getting out a lot more now that coronavirus restrictions have eased. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a good rest of 2020. Make up for how crap the first half was. I think for everyone actually. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. I'll get back to you when I start packing up camp. Alright, so that's a wrap. I'm all packed up. As you can see, the rooftop tent's up. Had a nice wash in the river this morning, so feeling really fresh. Had such a good morning this morning, hey. It was so relaxing, just sitting by the river. It's gonna be really sad to leave this place actually, but oh well, gotta get home at some point. Yeah, there's actually so many rivers here to explore. This is one of the rivers that stems off the Clarence River, which is the main river that runs through the valley here. As I said this morning, I'll be coming back with my mate to sort of kayak a top section of that next month, so really looking forward to that. But yeah, anyway, I might jump in the car and head home. I got about a 4-hour drive ahead of me, so wouldn't mind getting home sort of around the lunchtime. So yeah, if you've stuck around till the end of this video, I know it's been a bit all over the place, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As I said this morning, I got a bunch of places that I want to explore for the rest of 2020, so I should have a heap of video content coming out. So yeah, if you like it, please subscribe, please like, please share with your mates. It's really helpful. You know, it inspires me to film more. So yeah, anyway, I'll catch you on the next one.